Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Play With Your Food. Today we have a different kind of Play With Your Food. We have 4 items,
Yes.
but they're not from the market.
No.
For ones we actually have food to review.
Yep.
And not snacks.
Next is recipes.
Yes, we have actual food.
We'll be playing with our food.
Actual meals, guys.
So, Frida, you want to tell them where we got this from?
So we went to this place called Monroe's. It is in Albuquerque, and they have 2 locations, and one of them is right by our house, but we've never been there the whole time we've been here. And we always see people just going there.
The place is always packed.
And it's always packed, and it looked pretty good.
People will literally stop in the road
Yes.
to turn into this place.
Yes.
And there's sometimes where it's located is right next to the main street, and there will be cars lined up outside the parking lot into the street,
Yes.
causing traffic because they're trying to get into this place to eat.
Yes.
So I got high hopes.
I have. So do I. I'm really looking forward to this because it is like New Mexican style food.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, we were filming an episode because they told us it was going to take 40 minutes to make.
mm-hmm.
So we were filming an episode of Play With Your Food.
Which you guys will see in a bit. Or depending on when we release this one.
So we were filming the episode, and I will upload that episode before this one. So you're right. If they'll see that one first, and then they'll see this one.
Unless for some reason they watch out of order.
Yeah.
They could be busy.
But while we were filming that episode, we right in the middle of the episode, we got a notice saying that our food was done. So we finished the episode, and then by the time we got down there and got back, the food's kind of been sitting for a little bit.
Yeah.
The
Still smells
burrito
good.
looks like it's taking a toll, but the rest of it still looks pretty good. We'll see what happens.
We shall see.
Just know I'm very biased. It's one of them is kind of my food, so I'll be very biased.
I thought it was going to be because of the other things.
What we're going to do is the usual. We're going to take a bite of everything. We're going to rate it, let you know what we think of it. I'm going to give a little bit of leniency because it was our fault that it took so long for us to get the food. We weren't expecting them to get it done in 10 minutes when they said it was going to take 40. Good on them.
Yeah.
Because
that was
awesome.
a nice surprise.
Yeah.
I think.
Bad on us for not being prepared.
Yeah. That was quite our fault.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when they tell you 40 minutes, you're thinking, like, what am I going to do for 40 minutes? So we thought we'll film an episode to kill some time. And by the time we're done, we'll get over there. And that should be about 30 minutes or so.
And it's like literally like 2 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
So.
And when we see the video that we posted, I'll say maybe 5 minutes before we ended it.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually probably see everyone looking at the middle of the screen. Right here.
It took them about 10, maybe 15 minutes to finish the food.
I would say about 15 minutes.
Yeah, which is substantially faster than 40 minutes.
Yeah, for real.
The reason why we weren't prepared is because usually restaurants are very accurate with their time. Sometimes if they're not accurate, it goes over the time.
Mm-hmm.
They're hardly ever done before the time they estimated.
When we went there, it was packed.
So
it was somewhat packed.
Kudos to Monroe's for that one. To do it while it's packed, get everything done really fast. Excuse me, that's really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So there's bonus points right there.
And if it's good, then we will definitely go back.
Yeah.
And try it fresh.
Yeah. Where do you guys want to start?
Top left. And then just go in a circle.
You go with that, bub?
Yeah.
Or should we go with
That's what I was.
Go this way.
That way? Okay.
Or you want to go this way?
That's what I thought you guys were talking about, but we could go the other way.
I just figured because those two are kind of similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So we would just knock those out first.
Yeah, okay. That works.
Okay. So the first item we have, you want to talk about it and I'll hold it up?
So we got it was called a
tortilla burger.
And we will review the fries. Possibly maybe.
So I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's got ground beef and green chili.
I think there's guacamole in there too. Maybe not guacamole, but like avocados. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like avocado
And tomatoes and stuff.
It looks like there's green chilies in it.
Yeah.
It did have green chili listed.
There you go, Pup. That one's yours, so go ahead and get the first bite.
Okay, hold this.
Sorry for feedback.
Definitely sitting a long time.
Yeah. The fries it's still got crunch though.
Mm-hmm.
I bet when those are hot, they're amazing.
Yeah.
It's a good tasting fry, but you can tell it's been sitting, but that's our fault.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to knock them on that. I'm pretty sure if you get those fresh, they're delicious.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It did have a nice crunch to it. It was cold, obviously.
You all right?
But it wasn't like super soggy.
Yeah. Yeah, so I could tell that's a good fry when it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Will be a good fry.
Then that kind of begs to see how like the rest of it goes, because if the fries are good, then usually the food is pretty good as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a good fry.
Okay.
Well, Bubs, go ahead and start telling us what you think.
It was cold, but then again, it's also been sitting for a little while. And surprisingly enough, it's still pretty good. My only complaint is that the meat tastes kind of dry. I don't know if that's our fault or not. I'm just going to say it's our fault, though.
Since we did kind of take a while, as you heard us talking about at the start of the episode.
Yeah.
It is kind of dry.
Yeah. I think it would be delicious if it was fresh. My only complaint is the meat, because it tastes
It's
dry.
very flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
It is very flavorful, yeah.
That's good.
Very good.
And it does have a kick in it.
It does, but
That's
the
the
green
green chili.
chilies aren't like overpowering.
Yeah, it's like just enough for you to know they're there,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of popping in like, hey, we're here, and not going in and taking over the party.
Yeah.
And it's good sized portions, too.
Mhm.
Like, you saw how big the tortilla was compared to my hands and Remy's hands.
Mhm.
I got very small hands.
I got very big hands.
The meat's ginormous. Like, I swear, it's like this big. It did say it was 1/3 pound of meat. So if that gives you any idea.
That's a good size.
Mm-hmm.
Very well seasoned. Lots of toppings. They
Mhm.
didn't. What's the word?
Chicken.
Yeah, they didn't skimp out on it.
Yeah.
All right. I guess what we can do is we'll go through everything and then we'll give like an overall,
Okay.
like what do we think of the whole thing. So the next thing we have is the one thing Remy orders at every single Mexican restaurant.
All right, geez, and put me on blast here.
Tell them what it is, Rem.
It is a cheeseburger, a Mexican style cheeseburger. There's one thing as a burger enthusiast. I do like me a good Mexican style cheeseburger.
Remy says there's no other places that make burgers like Mexican places,
It's
like
true.
Mexican food places.
It's true, though.
And he loves the food trucks even more.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a fry?
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, though it is cold, it is pretty good. The one problem I have with it is, since the amount of sauce, I had trouble trying to take a bite out of it.
Was it drippy?
It wasn't that; it kept sliding everywhere.
Okay.
So that's an actual bit of a problem with someone like me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell it moved.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, it's really good. I do like it. Probably be better if it was warmed up, like we stated multiple times.
Hmm.
And overall, I think I'll give it.
A good rating.
Yeah, I give it a pretty good rating. I won't rate it now, since
I'll have to bite it and all the meat sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It's a messy burger if you're not careful. That's what makes burgers good, though. The messier, the better.
It's got a good sauce.
It does.
That was a pretty good sauce. I think I've actually tried. I think we have tried the sauce before. I just don't remember what its name was.
Thousand Island.
Yeah, that one.
That's what it said on the app.
It kind
On
of
the
tastes like a
website.
homemade sauce.
Yeah. Actually, this thing kind of.
That's a pretty good burger.
Kind of tastes.
It was, and they didn't like skimp out on the meat,
Yeah,
and it was like
it's a good thick
a
patty.
good thick piece of burger.
Yeah.
Something that I didn't mention before, and I noticed it even more so with Remy's burger, but the ingredients they use are fresh.
Mm.
Yeah, everything tastes really fresh, despite it being cold. You can tell that they didn't. Like if you go there, I'm sure that this wouldn't taste like it was sitting around.
Mm-hmm.
It would taste like they just made it.
Which is why I usually like Mexican style burgers, since they usually make things fresh.
Mm-hmm. So Frida's over here prepping the next item.
Yeah,
The next item we have is Frida's favorite.
a chimichanga with Christmas sauce, which is a combination. Like one side is red chili, and then the other side is green chilies.
Mhm.
So Christmas.
So it's Christmas.
Just not Christmas yet.
So
There you
that's
go.
what you have.
So we were kind of surprised. We thought it was going to be, usually when we go to places, the chimichangas are like much
Excuse me.
longer.
Mhm.
This one is kind of short and stubby.
Yeah.
But if it tastes good, it tastes good. Who cares? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not chew with the mic near your mouth.
I think we got carne asada,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that was the filling. You get to choose from different fillings. I remember there was carne adobada. I think it was chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Ground
are
beef.
Ground beef. That's all I can remember. And then they had the choice of red, green, or Christmas sauce.
Mm-hmm. And then with or without pork in it.
Yeah. Oh, and the meat was with or without pico de gallo.
Oh yeah.
But that was only for the carne asada,
Mm-hmm.
not for the other meats.
Okay, so actually, I'll wait on my review.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's not going to take them long.
I didn't get that much meat, but the what's it called? The outer shell, I guess, is very good. It tastes homemade. And the sauce is has a pretty good cake, kind of like the taco meal. And the meat's pretty good.
I think overall that was really good.
Yeah.
Very flavorful.
Mhm.
Everything is really well balanced. There wasn't anything that was like, even with the sauces and the hot and stuff, it wasn't like, oh, I can only taste heat.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I can only taste, there's a good portion of meat in there. Sometimes you get these
And they got like chintzy meat, but then it's all like just the breading.
big old thing of
puffs up.
rice. And yeah. I think this one was really well balanced.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like that.
So do I.
Interesting pup.
This was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The spice was mild, but you could tell that there's something there. And it's actually quite flavorful. Like, it tastes like green chilies or red chili or whatever.
Hmm.
So, really good flavor profile. Really good portions. I agree with Remy. It does kind of have like a homemade-ish feel to it.
Yeah. And I tasted the beans and rice as I was putting it down. Those, like, what you would expect from a Mexican restaurant for beans and rice. Good taste. They weren't boring. They weren't bland. So, I really enjoyed that. I think that's a good.
Mm-hmm.
I would go get that again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd have to agree with Dad when it comes to the beans and rice. I only tried the rice because I don't like beans. But it does taste like what you typically get at a Mexican restaurant, which does not make it bad by any means.
Yeah. Yeah. No, because to me it would be bad if it tasted like something other, unless it was like substantially better.
Yeah.
If it tastes like the other ones, then that's good because I like all the other ones. So do you. So, apologize for the burping. We just did an episode and we drank a bunch of sodas. So they're starting to come back. The last item we have is one that we don't. We only get this at one other place.
Yeah.
And they had it here, so we thought we would try it out. And it's the carne asada fries. So you can see it's got like the meat and the lettuce. I think that's lettuce.
It looks like lettuce.
The cheese. I know it has I think I got green chili on it. I had the option for Christmas, but I didn't know if the red was going to be too hot for Rem. So I got just green chili.
These are really big fries.
Now the one thing, since as you heard, they are pretty big. They're big fries. That's really good for these kind of fries. I forget their name. Yeah, carne asada fries.
Sorry. Video.
I need to remember what I was gonna say. Oh, they're really good at picking up the instead of just having like a small fry with barely anything on it besides some cheese. Having a big fry is able to pick up everything is really useful. That's one problem in having carne asada fries, is that they usually have too small of a fry to pick anything up. I mean, having to use a fork.
And with that thickness, they're not as soggy as I thought they would be.
Mm-hmm.
They're still soggy because they've been sitting a bit, but I thought they were going to be like mashed potatoes, basically, by the time we got to them. But they're still holding their own.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
What's even more impressive is that they actually hold the toppings really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when Remy picked up his fry, there was still, like, all the toppings on it. I didn't get a whole lot of toppings.
Yeah.
But it still had a lot of flavor in it. Like, I could taste the green chili, I could taste the lettuce, I could taste the cheese, I could taste whatever else was in there.
Yeah.
I think there's, like, meat and I want to say there's onions in there, but I'm not sure.
No, I totally agree because I grabbed 3 fries and it didn't look like there was anything on there, but it was still packed with flavor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole thing, that whole setup, really good. And that just, again with those other fries, I bet if we got that and we ate it there fresh, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
So
Or since it's right down the road, it'll probably still be fresh at home if there isn't that much traffic.
if we weren't filming
If we
episodes.
weren't filming episodes and missing our time to pick up.
So Monroe's impressive. I could see why people are going crazy trying to get in there. They drive in there like the Krispy Kreme when they turn on the hot sign.
Yes.
It's they have a lot of other things we really wanted to try, but we got just kind of like our basic, like our favorites.
Our go-tos.
Yeah. Because they have like the Indian tacos, and their menu's pretty diverse. The enchiladas, I really wanted to try those, so we're gonna have to definitely go back again.
Yeah.
Because this was impressive, so I can't wait to see what else they have for us.
Yeah.
May or may not do a review. We don't know.
I think we can.
I think, yeah, we most likely can and probably will if we remember. What I find impressive is that, as Dad was saying, they have a really large menu, and yet everything still tastes fresh and mostly homemade, almost like a small business or like a food truck that doesn't have a very long list of food to order.
There's only 2, right?
Yes.
I don't know if there's anyone anywhere else.
I don't think so. But I also know that they make salsas.
That's right. They have them at the stores. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna definitely give them extra points because this was still good despite the fact that we were late and it's cold. It was still amazing food. So if you do end up getting cold food like we did, it still tastes good. So
you could probably just warm it up, and it would probably taste as close to when it's supposed to be fresh.
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give them like an 8.5, maybe 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was good.
Yeah, I would agree with that rating for sure.
I would give it an 8 because we tried it cold, but I bet if we warmed it up, it would be a 9 to a 9.5.
Yeah.
It's a really high rating. I don't think Remy's rated anything that high before.
Delicious.
It is really good.
It is, and that's saying something because Remy, he is a very picky palate.
And,
Mhm.
and a lot of these have spice on them, so usually he's
Remy avoids green chili and red chili as much as possible.
yeah.
So the fact that he gave it that high of a rating is impressive.
It is.
What about you, Pup?
I would have to give it like an 8.5.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Super flavorful, huh?
Super flavorful.
Mm.
Personally, I don't think anything's going to beat the Mexican food trucks. But this gets pretty close to it.
Ooh, that's good. I just tried the red sauce.
Yeah. So the
Ooh,
bite we
that had a
took,
good kick to it.
a minute ago was just the green sauce, and it had a little bit of a kick. This red sauce is delicious. But I'm kind of glad I didn't get that on the fries because
It is a lot
it's got a kick.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for something to make you break out in a sweat,
Yeah,
get the red.
it's really, really good
Get the red sauce.
for sure.
That's delicious, though.
Mhm.
It has a super good flavor.
Yes.
It's not just heat and melt your face off. It actually has flavor.
Yeah.
And I tried that on a fry.
It
So,
was really good. I'm excited.
so there you go, folks. That's what we have for you today. We hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to try to do more of these restaurant reviews in the future. Just depends on time and everything like that. But we do have quite a few that we've been wanting to go to and that we haven't tried to let you guys know an honest opinion on it based off first impressions. So if you know any places around here that you would like to see us try, give us send us a message, let us know, and we'll get to it as soon as we can. In the meantime, stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.